The Apocalypse and Revelation prophecies, and these are the elder's prediction. Yesterday sent us a very small message. He said, "My children, read about the seventh trumpet. Also find the message I gave you a while ago, and it concerns the sixth trumpet. The seventh trumpet, according to the book of the Apocalypse of St. John 10:7, when the seventh angel blows and his voice is heard, then the secret plan of God will be fulfilled. 11:15, then the seventh angel blew his trumpet, and loud voices were heard in heaven, which said, the kingdom of the world has become the kingdom of our Lord and of his Christ, and it will reign forever and ever." Commentary: each trumpet announces what is to come, or is to come in its own time. In the text, I also convey that the elder has said to me, as well as the analysis of monk Leondius of Dionysia, that they concern the sixth trumpet. The great destruction to mankind comes with the sixth trumpet. Revelation 9:14 says, the sixth angel, he who has the trumpet, loosed the four angels who were bound on the great river Euphrates. Analysis of monk Leondius, he says, we're waiting an east-west front. The four evil angels will upset all countries, leading them to the destruction of war. The characteristics of the sixth trumpet is that it announces events centered on the Euphrates River, where the four angels are loosed. These angels are wicked. Once loosed, they cause havoc. Therefore, they are unleashed to wreak havoc just before and during the general war. And the four angels were loosed, it says, prepared for this hour and day and month and year, to kill a third of men. St. Methodius says, then the nations of the north will be agitated and incited by the spirits of wickedness, and they will oppose each other through four camps. St. Paisius the elder said, in this war everyone will return defeated. The field will be Palestine and the grave the Dead Sea, and this will be the first half, but he added there's also a second half in the city. And analysis by my elder, the writer says, in Revelation 9:16, and the number of the cavalry troops is 200 million. That's 2 times 10,000 times 10,000. It means it's a huge number. And he says, I heard their number. The elder says the cavalry are Russians, Americans, and Chinese. 9:17, I saw the horses in the vision, and those who sit on them, having breasts of fire, red, and hyacinth blue, and triaphane yellowish. The elder says the reds are Russians, blue Americans, and yellow is Chinese. The mighty angel and the little book. And I saw another angel, mighty, coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and the rainbow upon his head, and his face like the sun, and his feet like pillars of fire. And 10:2, and it has an open book in his hand, and he set his right foot upon the sea, and his left foot upon the earth. And the elder said, one foot is in the Aegean Sea, and the other is on a land Greece. And 10:5 says, and the angel whom I saw standing on the sea and on the earth lifted up his right hand to heaven. And 10:6 says, and he swore by him who lives forever and ever, who made heaven and all that is in it, and the earth and all that is in it, and the sea and all that is in it, that time no longer, there is no time. 10:8, and the voice that I heard from heaven again speaks with me and says, go, take the little book, open in the hand of the angel standing upon the sea, upon the earth. 10:9, and I went to the angel, telling him to give me the little book, and he tells me, take it and eat it, and it will make your belly bitter, but in your mouth it will be sweet as honey. And the elder said, sweet in the mouth is grease, and it will run out of bad things. 10:10, and I received the book from the angel's hand and ate it, and it was in my mouth like honey sweet, but when I ate it, my belly was bitter. And the elder says, the bitter thing in the belly is that you will see all the others of other countries who will suffer. I mean, to me, this is, really one-sided. I'm sorry to say that we'll see what the prophecy, the prediction says after the fact, won't we? And the next chapter, and there was given to me a measuring rod like a stick, telling me, rise up and measure the temple of God and the altar and those who worship in it. And the elder says those who are inside the temple are Christ's. 11:2, but the outer court of the temple take it out of the counting. Do not count it, because it was given to the nations, and the holy city will be trampled 42 months. And the elder said, the one who will be outside the temple will be Jerusalem, where everyone will gather. The world, my children, will suffer, but Christ promised us that areas will be protected, things will happen, but you will see that in no time, people will have protection, not because you are the best, but because Christ does not want and cannot turn off the core. Where will the light start again? At this time we will experience a revelation of John. All that's happening now on earth is only one small part of what will happen soon. In the immediate future, we will have to expect, apart from the world war, terrible events that have never happened before since the creation of the world. Abrupt sinking of islands, but also tectonic uplifts above the current sea level, terrifying earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, and most destructive recorded by scientists to date. Huge areas from various countries will be lost and will be found under the sea. The earth will completely change shape. Nothing will remind the remaining people of its old shape. Since 2010, the elder revealed to us that we will see the signs of the times: floods, earthquakes, fires, drownings, etc. He revealed to us in April 3rd, 2022, that Europe has its moving bags ready for other places, in other words, ready to relocate. The populations will begin to move in waves like waves of the sea to find other places, more sealed and safe. On April 22nd, 2023, he told us that those who had made a decision to cut and divide up Greece, among them Germany, will come with caravans to Greece to be saved. The elder said, my children, what will happen will be scary. What happened in Ukraine is nothing in front of what you will see. We are not talking about bombings, we're talking about extermination of thousands of people within 3 days. It will be terrible and increasing for humanity. What will happen there? We are not talking about electricity, nor about finances, nor about energy. Here we're talking about the entire earth that will shake. The earth will dance to and fro from rockets, and you'll see explosions throughout the earth. Maybe it's a heavenly body that will fall on earth, I don't know. Maybe it's nuclear that will drop, I don't know, my children. May the Virgin Mother have pity on us, he says. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.